This lesson we're going to be talking about solving systems of equations by graphing. So we're going to be graphing lines and seeing where they're running into each other at to find solutions or answers where they're hitting each other at. Okay, so no solution, they're not intersecting at all. One solution, they will be hitting each other at one spot. Multiple solutions, there are more than one points of intersection, and infinitely many means there's an infinite amount, so it's like two lines sitting on top of each other. They're hitting lots and lots of times. Okay, so examples, if I've got two lines, 0 means they're not hitting at all. We got this one here where it's hitting once. Infinitely many, I got two lines sitting on top of each other. Linear and quadratic is a U. So here is my 0 with my line and my parabola floating above each other, intersecting once, intersecting twice. Two U's, intersecting not at all, they're facing opposite directions, they're touching once, they're touching twice. Infinitely many would be sitting on top of each other. Okay, absolute value in a line, so my V and my lines are floating above and below. Okay, my next one, they're intersecting once, they're intersecting twice. A line sitting on top of part of my V would be multiple, not infinitely many, because I'm not crossing all of my other side of my V, just multiple solutions. Okay, circle and square root are my shooting star, they're floating above and below. My shooting star coming out of the center, or the inside of my circle, we got 1. This one we've got 2 hitting. Okay, my next one is cubic, so my skinny s and my square root or shooting star, they're floating above and below. My shooting star running into it once, my shooting star running into it 3 times, and then my other option is twice. So we could have multiple answers when we graph these. Okay, so my first one, I'm going to graph that top line, so I'm going to start at -3. I'm going to go up 2 to the right 1, and I'm going to continue it as far as I can on my graph because they could intersect at the very top or the very bottom. So we want to make sure that we're getting that full length. Okay, my next one I got to do solving, so I need to divide everything by 2. So I'm going to start him at 4, then I'm going to change colors to make it a little bit easier here. So I start at 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I go down 3, 1, 2, 3 to the right 2, and there's where they're running into each other. 1, 2, 3 to the right 2. So that point then, remember you do your x value and then you do your y value. So my solution is 2, 1. Okay, my next one we got to do some solving for y here. So let's go ahead and subtract x. We're getting it into y equals mx plus b. So that means my x would come first and then my -12. And now I've got to divide everything by 4. So I got y equals -x over 4 minus 3. So he's going to start at -3. He's going to go, if I want to go up 1 to keep him negative, I need to go left 4. Or I could go down 1 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And connect them. Okay, my next one here. We're going to add that 4 over by the x. Remember my x comes first. Divide everything by 4. So I get y equals -x over 4 plus 1. So he starts at 1. And they have the same slope, so these are actually going to be parallel. So I'm going to go down 1 to the right 4, or up 1 to the left 4. And if they continue, we are going to have no solution, because they will never run into each other. Okay, my next one we're starting at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go right or up 2 to the right 1, keep them positive, or I could go down 2 to the left 1. And connect it. Okay, my next one, let's divide everything by 3. So I got y equals 2x plus 5, which is the exact same equation. So if they're sitting on top of each other, there are infinitely many solutions because they're sitting directly on top of each other. Okay, my absolute value. So flip my 4, keep my -3, so I go right 4 down 3. It's normally 1, 1, 1, but there's something in front of it. So it's going to be 2, 2, 2. So so I go right 1 up 2, 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 left 1 up 2, left 1 up 2, left 1 up 2, left 1 up 2. Okay, my next one's a line, so he starts at -3. He's going to go up 2 to the right, 1, 2, 3, up 2, 1, 2, to the right, 1, 2, 3. So it looks like we're intersecting twice this time. So the first point I'm going to do, it's right 3, down 1. My other one is right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then up 1. Okay, if you're using your graphing calculator, you just double check to see where your points are going to be matching in it. So at 3, -1, they should both have that point 3, -1, and they should both share the point 6, 1. So you're kind of matching to see what points they share. Okay, my next one, I gotta solve for y, so I need to square root it. So it'd be y equals plus or minus the square root of x. Let's go ahead and graph the line first, since he's a little bit easier. So it starts at -2, and the slope was 1 over 1, so right 1, up 1. Or down 1, left 1.
Done.
I'm going to connect all my dots. Alright, so we're going to do the positive square root of x first. So he starts at 0, 0. It's 1, 3, 5 right. So I go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, 2, 3, up 1, right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's one crossing, so we have one solution of 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Now we're going to do y equals negative square root of x. So it's the same thing, just mirrored down. So right 1, down 1, right 1, or down 1, right 1, 2, 3. So my other point that they're hitting at is 1, -1. Okay, this one, go ahead and do on your graphing calculator. They're actually going to intersect at decimal values, which in the next lesson we're going to teach you guys how to find those actual decimal values when they're not pretty answers. You have a line, and then you also have the shooting star of where it's crossing at. So just match all those points, or make your cursor go to where they're actually hitting at. The answer should be about 4.3 and 4.3. Okay, our next one, let's go ahead and do the line first. So I start at -1. I go up 1, 2, to the right 1, or down 2 to the left 1. Okay, my next one here, got a parabola, so it starts at 0, 1. It's normally 1, 3, 5 up. Okay, but I have to multiply by a half, so 1/2. Let's do, so 0.5. 3 times a half is 1.5. And this is 2.5. So I start at 0, 1. I go right 1 up a half, right 1 up a half. Then I go right 1 up 1.5. Right 1 up 1.5. So it's going to kind of U out. So left 1 up a half, left 1 up 1.5. Okay, so we got that really weird kind of intersection right there, which is like 1, 1.5, and then we also have 1 right there, which is 3, 2. Okay, again, you could get the exact value of this other one on your graphing calculator. My next one, we got a circle, so remember we flip both of them, so it's 4, -1. We square root the 9 to get the radius, so right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, and then I go out 3 every direction. My next one's a parabola, so it's 4, 2 starting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So that's probably where it's going to intersect at. And then normally it's 1, 3, 5 up, but we're multiplying by 3, so 3, 9, 15 up. So right one up, 1, 2, 3. Left one up, 1, 2, 3. So it's crossing at 1, 2, 3, right 4, up 2. Alright, my next one, it's going to be 1, 7, 19 up. It starts at 0, 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right one up 1. Right one up 7. Left one down 1. Left one down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My next one's my shooting star. So it's starting at 0, 0. It is 1, 3, 5 to the right. So up 1, right 1, up 1. Come on. Right 1, 2, 3. So it's shooting off like this. So this one is going to be no solution because they're not intersecting anywhere. Okay, my next one, we got shooting star again. So it starts at negative 3, 1. It's 1, 3, 5 to the right. So negative 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, 2, 3, up 1, right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, my next one starts at negative 4, 0. And it is 1, 7, 19. Cube root is to the right. So I go up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down 1, left 1. Down 1. Left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to fall off. So they're hitting each other right there. So I go left 3, up 1. Okay, my last two here. So this one, it's going to be 1, 1, 1 starting, but we have that 3 in front, so it's going to be 3, 3, 3 up. Vertex starts at 3, negative 3. So I go right 3, down 3. And then right 1 up 1, 2, 3, right 1 up 1, 2, 3, right 1 up 1, 2, 3, left 1 up 1, 2, 3, left 1 up 1, 2, 3, left 1 up 1, 2, 3. Okay, my next one's a circle, so we flip both of them. That's 3, there's a 0 in there. We square root this to get 1. So I go right 1, 2, 3, 0, and I go 1 every direction. A really tiny circle. So I got 2 points where it's really hitting at here because my V is really skinny. So it should only be hitting at this point and this point. Okay, so it is 2, 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. Okay, my last one here. We got to solve, so let's go ahead and subtract that 2 to get y by itself. Because it's a line, it's going to start at negative 2. If I don't see a number in front, it's a 1, so I'm going to go right 1 over 1. It's positive, so it should be an increasing line. Or down 1, left 1. And I'm going to connect it. That was terrible. Alright, my last one, we got cubic, so it's going to be at 2, 0. 1, 7, 19, up, right 2, 0, so that might be where it's hitting at, is right there. That's one of them. Okay, then I go right 1, up 1, there's another one, right 1, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, left 1, down 1, so there's 3 spots. Left 1, down 7. So it's hitting at 2, 0. It's hitting at 3, 1, and it's also hitting at 1, negative 1. So it's got 3 points of intersection for that one.